Quality voice. Welcome to the 52 Parks project. Today we've got a live stream instead of a video coming this week because I thought this would be a really fun way to look at the 10 parks that we've done so far and also connect them with my favorite thing, which is a Greenbelt. So we're going to do lots of path work and tree planting, and yeah, I think this is really great. It's nice to be back in park number 1. This was our locomotive trail. That's what we called this park. But essentially, a fun little park across from the train station, some good hiking, and yeah, just a really nice park that we did to start off this area. So, and I really like that we were able to fit in the traffic park. I just think that fits in, and I don't see enough people using that. I really do love that. Let's fix this right here, because that will annoy me otherwise. Okay. All right, so we've got our trail coming here, and we need to connect to park number 2, which is all the way down here. Thank you, No Mercy, for posting in Discord. I forgot to do that. I'm coming here from a typical busy work day. Okay. All right. We're gonna get this figured out now. David, hello. Welcome on in. Okay. Let's get moving. Let's get shaken. So I think the thing that makes the most sense in connecting park number 1 with park number 2 is taking advantage of this space here, but maybe what we do is make this a little fun. If we come through this, what will be a community, maybe we like have a little path that cuts through on an angle and comes down here to meet up with that. I think that would be really fun to have the Greenbelt go right through the community, and then we could end up over here. We could go over the railroad tracks and sneak into the park over here. So this is a live stream. We're live, David. We are live this week instead of a video. We are live this week. Okay, so let me just get started here, and we'll hang out while I make some trails, plant some trees. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah. I didn't think too many people would be able to come because this is a different time for me, of course, for live streaming. And tomorrow, I was going to stream tomorrow because that's my usual video time, but work, I had an obligation come up, so we're gonna stream today instead. And we will do some trees along this Greenbelt, make it really nice. Oh, am I causing a problem when these roads do get updated? Is that going to... No, that's working as long as that one's not. This one's too close. Okay, maybe we need to upgrade the roads around this at least. All right, let's do that. I just want to be thoughtful about that. For future. For future. Yeah, this is going to be really nice to have a green belt that cuts right through whatever neighborhood is done here. And then this is where we'll come over to there, I think. So let's get these in here. Okay. Very good, very good. Alive and in color. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Time zones are weird. Plus, what is time anyways right now? Time is weird. Okay. This is looking good. So then what I'm going to want to do, oh, I should do these roads here, right here too. So what we're going to want to do is honor this greenbelt space throughout the town here. So the question is, do we want just trees or fencing or both? Lots of options here. Maybe we do fencing on this outer side, and then on this smaller side we just do some nice trees and green space, at least for this little area here, and then we'll decide what we're going to do there. So let's just start with that. Let's just grab nature reserve. We're going to do grid, and we're just going to come right along here. But go all the way underneath the bridge there. Yeah, I think that's going to work out well. Okay. And then I think we go with a good old horse nut. The chestnut. Or horse nut? Horse chestnut tree. Horse chestnut tree. Very nice. And let's just do a little bit, a few little flower bushes here on the edge. That looks really nice. Again, we don't need much here. We can keep it pretty simple. And then maybe we do bring in something for a bit of color. Yeah, the red would look nice actually. Like that. And yeah, let's pull this in as well. Yeah, that's nice and simple. Because again, you can imagine this is all going to be built up around here. So this will be nice to have that. Haha, very funny, David. I got it. Green belt, black belt. Yeah. It took me a minute. Too funny, too funny. Okay, for this little corner here, I mean, especially this little corner, I'm already thinking about, what areas here would be future parks? But we already built our parks for this area, so I need to not get distracted with that. Too easy to get distracted. Okay, let's go back to our fence here. I think we do some fencing and do some smaller trees through here. I think would be nice. And then I think what we do is just grab our little young linden and bring that through here. And again, I think once whatever is built here, this will look, it'll make more sense. It'll look nicer because it will be encapsulated around whatever is built here. So it's just creating a nice pathway for the community. So I think that's going to work really well. And I guess we should make sure that you can cross on all those spots. The rest of these, you're getting the natural crosswalk because these are going on the corner. So I think that'll be nice. I mean, who knows what's going to get built here? Who knows? As for a future time. A future time. Okay. I kind of like this vibe here. It's simple, but it makes sense for coming through. So maybe we just stick with that. A little boring, but I think that works. Again, we're just creating a really nice spot to walk down, and then also by keeping it simple like this, the opportunity for different types of whatever's going to get built here, if you follow what I'm saying. Let's do the trees first, and we'll do the fencing. Well, thanks for being here with me at such a wacky time. How's everyone doing? Hello, Gregory. Yes, I'm live on a Tuesday at a really wacky time. Really wacky time. But here we are. I didn't get to do my live stream on Saturday, so I thought it would be fun. Come in here. And then we'll get 2 live streams this week because on Saturday I'm doing my regular live stream, and we're gonna be able to get a look at the new stuff for Cities Skylines 1. Because I got a little sneaky early access, which I'm excited about. And I'm gonna like experience that with you guys. I haven't watched any of the videos. I haven't looked at any of the stuff. Nothing. So I will add it right before I stream on Saturday to the game, and then we'll experience it all together. So you get my genuine reaction. I did that with the mountain stuff, and that was really fun. Okay, so this is nice. We've got our little kind of small green belt, really condensed, coming through here. And so then I think we come along the railroad tracks, we bring in more trees in this area, make it really dense, and then I think we do a little bridge across and connect over to park number 2. So let's go ahead. I think we do without the lights. And we come from here and we do a nice wavy path. And then that's where we'll figure out our bridge over. Okay, let's bring in our zoo fence. That's what we were using in the other park area there, close to here, for along the railroad track. So let's just do that here. And then I think what we do is just make this really dense. And then I think also we connect to, yeah, maybe just to there, a couple blocks. Yeah, that's fine. That's all that we need. Is it really wacky if everything is out of whack? Yeah, I guess not. So true. Everything is wacky. Okay. Let's go ahead and start filling in some trees here. I'm just gonna plant a whole bunch of trees in this area. Blend in. These old vanilla trees. We'll get some color in here as well. This will be really nice though. But yeah, how are all you doing? Anything fun you've been up to this week? Just surviving? Is everyone well? What's been happening? Let me know. Okay, let's get some color in here. I do like this tree a lot. Nice, nice, nice. This is so relaxing and just what I needed. I could sit here and just make tree pallets all day. Just plant trees. This game is just exactly what the doctor ordered. Man, I can't believe this game has been out for 10 years. I saw that a couple creators did some videos. I haven't had a time to watch any of them, but I kind of want to see what everyone put out. Okay, let's see here. We need to fill in a bit more here. Oh yeah, this is a favorite tree of mine. Let's get this in here. Okay, that's really nice. I think I just want to fill in this gap a bit. So let's just grab and just do some more trees along this back side here. And this is also another great one just to fill in gaps. There we go. Okay, I think that looks really nice now. Been watching a bunch of movies. Nice. Anything good? The wackiness transcends definition, that's for sure. I've been searching for new music to play and sing. Even though the band can play 200 songs, that is not enough. I'm assuming you do like cover band stuff, yeah, Gregory? When I was younger, much younger, I used to, there was this, gosh, I can't even remember the name of it now, so long ago. But there was a really cool cover band that my girlfriends and I used to love to go see. But it was like it's a really fun like 80s cover band. But they would play all the like not really the rock 80s stuff, but like the Take On Me and all that stuff. Like pop 80s, I guess. I guess that's what you'd call it. Like Breakfast Club stuff, Pretty in Pink stuff, like that. Songs from all of that stuff. But that was always really fun. It was always stuff that you could definitely just sing and dance to. It was a great cover band. They did such a good job. I can't remember the name of it. But they all used to dress up really funny. Not funny, but like in 80s funny clothes. They were very accurate, that's what I'm gonna say, to the time period. That was always fun. Okay, I think we just wind this through here and connect to here. I think that's the best way to do this. So let's just grab this. And of course we'll bring in some more trees again. Yeah, just like that. And now we've got a connected Greenbelt from Park 1 to Park 2. I think we just need to bring in some more trees on this area. And then we can call that good. So let's do that. Just be a little faster with this here. Because we have 10 parks to connect today. What kind of cover music do you guys do? Like everything? Whatever's popular? Old stuff, new stuff? I like bringing the color through here. This is starting to look really nice. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking good. I think we can definitely lower this. I don't think this needs to be as high as it is. Actually, no, it's pretty good. This could probably come down a little bit. Whoops. Yeah, there we go. That works. Let's go ahead and just bring our fencing through to here because why not? Perfect. And then let's just bring some trees back on this side. We'll leave this open because who knows what might be done for that area. And then we just need a little bit of red. Maybe some orange too. Okay, there we go. Bobble, hello! Okay, Gregory's band does music from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, classic rock stuff. Oh, nice. Okay. Very, very nice. Thank you, No Mercy. Appreciate you. Okay, so now we have accomplished a Greenbelt from Park 1, our locomotive trails that we did, all the way to Park 2, which is our home run fields. Additionally, by creating this Greenbelt, we've also created some nice pedestrian connectivity throughout this town. And then also this road here has the bike road on it. So you can bike in between the two parks. So that's really nice. I think that's going to be really beneficial for whatever community is built here. All right, so let's take a closer look at our second park that we did. This is Home Run Fields that we did. This is like one of my favorites still. I mean, we've done so many cool parks, but I really like this cool little simple waterfront. But like, man, what a value add to a community if you had something like this you could walk to. Just to sit out in the grass, soak up some really nice sun, have the water view. It's a really nice place to walk to. As you guys know, I'm huge on providing, even though the game doesn't function that way, providing pedestrian recreational activity through hiking trails. And then we've got our, man, this is such a great asset with like the gazebo in the middle. So nice. And then we made a whole little thing of it where people can come and watch a ball game, get something to eat, have a little beverage. Yeah. Let the kids play in the playground. And then on the other side, we had kind of more the cliff view with the picnic tables. So again, just creating some really nice areas for the community. So, but I think this back side, this path right here is where we sneak through our path, because now our job is to connect Park 2 to Park number 3 we did. So I think the easy thing to do here, this is all eventually going to be filled in with farmland, supposedly. This is a big farming area. And I did, when I made this grid, I did measure out for the different farm sizes. I don't know if you can see that. So they will fit well, all the farm stuff. So I think what we do is we come through here, we stay on the outside, and then we connect in. Question is, where exactly do we connect in here? I think, yeah, I think we sneak right in here. Yeah, because then you can hop right on the bridge and go over or come this way. So I think this is where we bring our path out right there. I think that's going to work really well. Okay, let's go ahead and yeah, I think that's going to work. So let's just get that part in there, and then we're going to need to remove a little bit of that there. Yeah, this is going to be a simpler one than what we were doing before. That's right, Bobble. That is right. Okay, I do want to keep the same vibe here, so I do think we still go with the paved path, and then we switch it up to the dirt path here on the other side. So I think we come through here, right through there. Yeah, we're going to need to move a few things here, but that's all right. Move this stuff over. Like so. Perfect. And then we'll switch over to our dirt from here. Yeah, I like that a lot. Oh, we're keeping the same look on this side aesthetically. That makes me happy. And I think we could bring this out to have a nice water view, like a walk. We could bring some fencing here and have that be a nice view. I like that idea. For anyone joining us, this is my 52 parks project, so I'm building 52 parks, and today what I'm doing is I'm connecting the first 10 parks via a giant green belt. So today is just path work and tree planting essentially. So very chill live stream. Very boring. But I think chilling out and doing some paths and trees, not a bad idea. And then we can probably bring that right over there. Yeah. Okay, so I think what we do on this side is we do remove these trees on the outside. We bring in a fence, and that way you just get a nice water view, and then we will fill this in with a nice collection of trees on the opposite side. Let's take these out like that. And then I think we do also make an additional connection. Let's just go regular dirt road here. And if we come from here, yeah, let's just actually come straight. I like that. And then let's do the same thing and just come straight down to there. Okay. I dig that. And then I think I will clear out some of these trees. There we go. And we'll just keep our tree line tight to the path. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Okay, let's do our trees first, and then we'll do our fencing, and maybe we will put one little lookout point out here. Again, I don't want to focus too much on making it quote-unquote a park, because this whole project is parks, but we'll add things where it makes sense. That's true, no mercy. On our park here, if you bat an actual home run, you can go swimming. That's right. No Mercy watched the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes movie again. Very relevant. I haven't seen that. Thanks, Bubble. I'm assuming it's the one that just played because the chat is slow. I should put all of my songs in a playlist. They are very relaxing and chilled out. Okay. My friends have been ranting and raving about the Apple show Severance. Don't spoil anything, because I'm definitely going to watch it. They said I would absolutely love it. So that's on my list, but there's like 2 seasons, so that's like a commitment. I don't know if I'm ready for it. We'll see. Yeah, what's everyone watching right now? Like TV show wise, series wise. We're just gonna create our tree line through here. Keep it nice and tight through there. I should fill that in too. Okay. And we're definitely going to need some color as well. Lovely, lovely. Okay, oh yeah, I like these ones. Great, and then this is looking nice. I like it. Okay. And then I think what I'm going to do is take the trees out of here. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, what a nice little path. Okay. I think we do a viewing deck here, coming off of this path straight, and then we just bring some fencing along here. And then I think we do pop a little public restroom here and maybe some picnic tables. Why not? Let's do it. Okay, let me get our fence in here. Just gonna go to there because we're gonna have our viewing deck. Just to there is all we need. Okay, and then we're gonna need to bring over a park. Oh, we already have a park here. Beautiful. Oh no, I made that was this, did I make this a park area, or is this a, did I make this a farming area? Yeah, I think so. All right, well let's just sneak this over this way then. Fantastic. Okay, now we can grab our nice little viewing deck here. Just plop it there. We'll use move it. Bring that there. You're gonna need to fix the height on this. Perfect. Excellent. Okay, that's nice. That is nice. Okay, and then I think what we do here is we do grab, we have the prop public restroom here. So I think we grab that. And we put that here. Maybe we back that off just a little bit. See what we're doing here. And let's just use a little bit surface painter there. Perfect. Okay, let's grab, we definitely need some trash cans here. So let's grab a little garbage and recycle. And then let's just grab a nice little tree, put here on the corner. And then let's grab the little dog fountain here. And the little poop bags as well. Let's put them back here. And we just need a nice little bench underneath the tree. I was thinking about putting some picnic tables here, but honestly, I think we just let it be an open space. You need open spaces. People can utilize it as they see fit. I do think we can make these edges a bit more interesting here. Yeah, that works. Okay, nice. Great. I love this. Very simple. Oh, a series called Binge. No. Am I a binge watcher? No, I like to, I'll normally watch 1 or 2 shows at a time, and then I like to watch the show, think about it, digest it. Like so far as like binging a show. Sometimes it's fun to binge a show, but you know, then that's a like dedicated Saturday in your pajamas, which is not a bad thing once in a while. Thank you, Bobble. It's like painting to me, like tree planting. I like to make sure I have a variety of colors and sizes. That's how kind of I see it. It's like a paintbrush. That's why you'll very rarely ever see me. Oh, I need to fix all of these. This is the problem with just building parks first, is whenever you do unpause for a quick second for something, this happens. That's why you'll almost never see me using like a tree brush, which I think are great and they're really handy, but I really like to hand place my trees. You can really control things much better. But yeah. Let's reset all of these so they look nice. Okay, so there we go. We now have, whew, we have a lot to go, long way to go. So we've connected up from our Park 2 over to our Park 3, which is our farm and garden market. Again, another one of my favorites. Gosh, I love all the parks. I think they're all so pretty. This is really a really pretty one, but this park would not be possible without Larry's assets that he created for all the little gardens. So pretty. But I really like how this came out, and then bring in the little haunted house and the little boat, and just like the paths over the road. I really like the vibe here. Like coming here on a fall day. Beautiful. I love it. And I really liked using these little outdoor, they're kind of like beachy platforms, but they really work. And then blending in the cafe here as well. And the little industrial buildings. This was really fun too, our flower path. Like this is where you could see, you know, renting out for, you know, a little tiny wedding ceremony or something for a small, or having a big one out here or something. Really pretty space. I like how this whole thing turned out. Really fun. Okay, so now let's think about, we've got a long way to go. We have to connect park number 3 all the way over to here. Technically, this wasn't our park number 4. This was our park number 4, but it's going to make sense with these parks to move through the map in a way that makes sense. So we are going to connect up to our meditation park. So again, I think we come out from here, and again, I think we come along the water, and then we're going to have to do a pedestrian bridge across, and then I think we come under here and then connect up to that park as well. We'll have to see how this is exactly going to work. But yeah, quite a little bit of a long way to go to that one, but that's all right. Aw, thanks, Bobble. Yeah. Yeah, no mercy, exactly. Exactly. Okay. Welcome to the world's most boring and chilled out stream. But that's okay. This is what we're doing today. Sometimes you just have to go with what the soul needs. If that's boring and quiet, that's what you do. So I think we come right from here. I guess we could come from here. I kind of like the idea of coming from here though. And then heading out to the water this way. So let's do that. Yeah, if we come from here, out to the water that way. That's gonna work. Okay, let's fill in these trees first before we move on. Yeah, this is gonna be nice. The fun thing, I mean, there's lots of fun things about Cities Skylines, but as most of you know, Sims will walk and bike a long way. So that's why Greenbelts are so great, especially ones that connect up a large area, is it will get utilized. It definitely will. There's a video on my channel I did for a collaboration with actually Cities Skylines, and I got to do, there was a bunch of builders involved, and it was really fun because I was the second to last person, and although I don't think they intended that, I think they intended to keep going, but it stopped. But basically when I got on the map, it was like, oh, it just made sense to me to like, we need a citywide Greenbelt to connect up all these areas to make it walking friendly, because it was a good sized city, but it was all, you know, could be very walkable too. So that was a really fun project. I really enjoyed that. That took a lot of maneuvering and thinking too, because you know, it was just about where to fit everything. Okay. Yeah, we can definitely... Let's leave that here for now. We're going to need to do a bridge across. For now, I think what we did here, I think we take out these couple of trees. We make a nice tree line along the back side here. Let's connect one path here. And then we just do some fencing there. I think that makes the most sense. Let's just grab this and let's just come from here. Like so, and then let's take out these trees. Lovely. I think that's going to work well. And I guess we could do another viewing deck here. Not a bad idea. Okay, let's do our trees first. I'm going to zoom out a bit so I can do this whole area here. But yeah, Bubble, you can be the way that you do get that look is to be random with tree placement. And then you can go in and fine tune, add more color where you need, more fullness where you need. But yeah, I do like it. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. This is like, this tree right here is one of my favorites for, it's like a nice fluffy tree. It's great for like filling in gaps. Really a great tree. Which one is this? Yeah, the Norway maple. Such a great tree. This tree, oddly, this oak fall tree, it really doesn't look so great like on its own, but to bring in that kind of like deeper orange color. It works really well mixed in. Should we do some of these taller trees out here maybe? That could look cool. Let's bring in a few. Yeah, these are kind of nice. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I think we need a few more of these though. There we go. Okay, that's nice. Nice little tree line there. Okay, let's bring one viewing deck out and then we'll just do fencing. And I guess we should probably do like a little public restroom out here and whatnot. That'd probably be good. Okay, let's, we need to pull through our park area. Let's put, yeah, this is the farm area. Let's pull this through. Okay, and then grab throw that there. Come in with the move it. And then we'll fix the height on this. There we go. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's go ahead and take out that tree there. Let's go back in and grab our little restroom. Basically do the setup we did before. I think that works really well. Little water dish. Grab some more bags. And do our garbage and recycle. So a little bench there. Just a little place to sit, and let's also pop in a little extra color here. I like that. Let's actually put the dog over here. That's nice. There we go. There we go. That works. Okay. Fencing. Safety, safety. Very important. right up to there. Do the same here, like so. Okay. Okay, there we go. Great. Okay, so we are on our way. This is a long one. This is the longest connection between all the parks. This is going to be great. Okay, so now what we need to do is build a pedestrian bridge and then come over this way. So and there's not going to be any boats coming under here because of the dam. So we don't have to have this up to a crazy height. We can just come straight across. Maybe what we even do, I wonder if we should bring this down to the water a bit more. Oh yeah, that we could definitely do. It would be a little tricky, but not too tricky, I don't think. I think we can make it work. If we took this height here, yeah, we're just gonna have to, what we'll do then is then we will create a step down. So we can do that. And then that'd be nice, better for the bridge. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Okay, so then what we'll do here is we are actually gonna back this off a little bit. Let's clear this out. Clear that out. And then we're going to use our lovely little slope terrain tool. We are going to grab this height here. And we are going to come and create a nice little slope. Look at that. You guys remember when I didn't know how to use that? Ah, the good old days. Before I knew how to use any mods. God, I was terrified of using mods. Still not great with them. But I'm better than I was, so I'll take it. If Larry was here... Larry used to always... Joy, why aren't you using this mod? It makes things so much easier. Why aren't you using this? Use this. I'm resistant to change. Oh, our music stopped. Hold on. I will fix it. I will fix it. Let me just get over here. Okay, we need a little bit of color. Okay, lovely. So now we can create a nice pedestrian bridge across, theoretically. Pray for me. Okay, so I think this is where we switch to pavement. Look at that. Nice and straight. Lovely. Yeah, that's a nice height too. I think that works really well. So then all we're gonna do from here is we definitely need to find a back way into our meditation park. And then we have this little exit over here, which we could sneak out and then connect to there yet. So yeah, I think that's what we do. Okay, let's take a peek here and see where we can, where it makes sense. Now, we did dead end this path here, but I think we just open this up and that's where we connect to. I think that makes the most sense. So, bye-bye gazebo. Move a little trees there. Bring that out. Yeah, I think this is actually going to work really well. Okay. Can we... Let me get over here so I can see what I'm doing. Let's do this again. We can do this better. Yep, if we come up to here. There we go. Oh, that works really nicely, actually. Okay. So now I just need a little bit of safety and detailing underneath the bridge. So let's go with a regular park fence here. Nope, didn't want to do that. Just gonna come right to the edge here. Nice. Okay, so let's just do some lovely undergrowth. Blend this out a little bit. Fantastic. And let's grab a little collection of bushes here. I think that's all that we need. Oh yeah, this is nice. And just to bring in a little bit color here. Tie into our meditation park. Bring in some of that color. Yeah, I think that's really nice then. Okay, so now you can come right across and walk right into our Zen meditation park. Nice. This is another, oh my gosh, I love all the parks we've built. I love them all. Yeah. Miracle, my pedestrian bridge worked the first time. You guys know, sometimes I struggle with anything structural. Oh my gosh, Bobble, you're so right. A little cable car would be adorable across there. Something to think about for future. Something to think about for the future. exactly. But yeah, this park was so much fun, and just it was also a kind of just an interesting collection of assets too, because we have different packs here, different things, but they all really blended together. And I loved using, this is actually from the Snowfall. It's the ice fishing pond, but to me it looks like, when it's not in the snow, it's like a very little cute little meditative walk around. And this is a tropical map, so it had the palm trees populate, which made it fit even better. So I really liked that. But yeah, this was a really fun one to do. Very condensed. Essentially just a lot of walking paths, but yeah, that one worked really nice. Okay, so you can come through here, you can walk through, and then we did do this little, this was such good, I wasn't even thinking about this at the time, but we did do this little other exit right here. So I think that's where we pick things up and we come over to our swimming hole. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so just to recap where we are so far, is we attached park number 1 to park number 2 to park number 3 and to park number 4. And we have 10 parks total today that we're trying to connect up with a Greenbelt. But man, what a lovely, like, if you were talk about a really long, safe and beautiful scenic hike, to be able to take a Greenbelt. Really good. Really, really good. Yeah, love it. Love that we're doing this. And it's also a really nice way to revisit all the parks that we've done so far. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. Again, a very boring live stream, but it's very satisfying to connect everything up via pedestrian roads, though. Okay, so yeah, I mean, this is our natural connection point right here. So I think we have our path come here to here and then to there. I think that's good. And I think that we do a paved path through here. So let's come from here and to here, and let's make our crossing. Man, it doesn't like doing it there, does it? But we can move it and force it to be where we want it. So we just move this, give that a little bit more space there. Perfect. Oh, that's not going to work well with this. There we go. Okay, perfect. Perfect. And then here, I think we just do something really simple. A little fencing and some low trees. Let's go ahead and just grab our regular park fence here. And just bring this along here. I'm going to give a good amount of space on both sides, just so I can also bring in some lovely trees. Okay, that works. And let's pick something small. Now we could do the bamboo, but maybe we mix in the bamboo. Let's do that. Let's bring in some bamboo and mix it in. I do like this little tree here. It's very cute. Yeah, I like this tree. This is good, this is good. And then I think we bring in a little bit of yellow. Get a little additional height. Lovely. Okay, I like that a lot. That's really nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Ooh, making progress. We're making progress. Okay. So now I think we take the path straight through here and connect up right through there. And again, we stick with the paved path. I don't want to have to. Let's go ahead and see, that's gonna, we'll need to fix that. That's why. Let's just fill these in for the moment. Just so we don't have to deal with that in the future. Nice. Fantastic. And then we just need to fix our little path here. Perfect. Okay. And we just need our crosswalk. Fantastic. This is coming together nicely. Let me catch up in the chat here with you guys. Yeah, I'm glad you like the fishing pond. Yeah, and the spiral labyrinth. Yeah, that was really fun too. Do the bamboo sounds like a dance? Too funny. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be, just to take a perspective piece for the moment, like, this is such a great map. Such a great map. And you can see the parks that we've done so far. And in some areas, it made sense to, like, do some pre-grid work. In other areas, it didn't. But, yeah, I mean, we're going to end up with 52 different parks on this map, which is going to be really fun. So, yeah, I'm really loving this project. And I like building everything else in a community, as you guys know, but I think having just the focus for this beyond parks is just a fun way, fun perspective to have. Okay, I don't know in the future if these trees will stay or not, but I kind of like the vibe I have going here, and maybe we continue that through, because you can imagine like a town being filled in around this. It would be nice to have nice colorful Greenbelt walk through here versus more of the nature we've done along the water and things. So let's go ahead and take out some of these trees. Like so. Great. Okay. I'm also inclined upgrade that because I can see that there would be. Oh, here's the other thought. Do I do? It might be nice to have the path with decorations. And I can add more trees around it. Do I want to do that? Especially since there is a bit of terrain in this area, that actually makes a lot of sense where I need to move that. Okay, I do like this idea. Let's get rid of our little lines here, and then I can see bringing a path from this side here. Cute. And then we can add additional trees. I think that'll be nice. Oh yeah, I like this a lot better. Makes sense too, because this is a hill, so that's going to make things a lot better. And then we can do the same thing here. I'm upgrading these roads so that way in the future paths don't get deleted. Let's go from here down to here. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, let's pick a tree and then we'll add some more trees, I think is what we'll do. So let's look. This is a nice little tree. Oh, I actually do like that one a lot. Let's do that one. Such a cute little tree. Such a cute little tree. Yeah, that's actually really nice. You know, maybe what we do is just do some flowers and bushes. That could actually look really cute. Okay. I'm gonna take a bigger view here because we're just gonna do a pattern. So I'm gonna bring this up a little bit. Let's go ahead and start with these, and we're gonna go all the way through like this. And this right here will be a nice little spot to put in another little, put in a little public restroom, I think. It's gonna be nice. Okay, and then I think we grab the rose bushes. Let's actually go with the red, I think. No, let's go with that one. Okay, and then we are gonna do this is, I think this will end up looking pretty cute once we're done. We'll definitely get down on the view here when we're done and make sure we like it. But I think this is gonna work pretty well. Sometimes a good little pattern like this does pretty well. Okay, and then we just go with the little bushes. Yeah. Ooh, or we could do oh yeah, there are these cute, these are really cute. Yeah, and this brings in some more color too. Let's do these. I do like these little trees. Okay, and then I think what we're gonna end up doing here is bringing in some more, maybe some grasses. Oh yeah, this is really cute. Okay, we need a bit more, but we're definitely, oh, we do have the ferns. I do love the ferns. Those are pretty cute, actually. And then we could bring in, we did the ferns and the grass. And then where's that? You know what we need is we need that other small bush. That one's too tiny. Yeah, this one. Okay, that looks, that's gonna be really nice. Okay, I think that's gonna end up working. Let's again, just for saving time, we're gonna do this at a high level and then we'll go in and tweak as needed. So bear with me here. Okay, so let's get these put in. Also, this allows for a lot of imperfection because you're doing this in this way and not looking so close and detailed. So things are not always going to be placed perfectly, but that's kind of the point. Okay, and then we were using the ferns. These I think we do more than less of. I wish we had a bigger fern. This is such a pretty plant. I do love the fern. It's just very tiny, which isn't bad, but I do wish we had a larger version. Okay, this is I know this is looking a little sus right now because we can't see what we're doing, but I think it'll end up all blending in well once we get back down to the ground level. Okay, and then we go for the grass. I think we go heavy on the grass. We'll leave a little room there because we're going to bring a restroom down in there. I hope this ends up working the way I think it will in my head, but we'll see. We can always fix it if we need to. Okay. I think this is gonna work. Okay, let's come back down. Look at this from a better angle. See what we think. Hey, hey, I really like it. Not bad, actually. Not bad at all. Look at that. The grass really helps blend that in, though. That's really nice. I like that. I do think we need an additional something on the outside. We need more things. We need more. You know what we actually could probably use now? There's this tree which I love. It's got the little red. I think this would be perfect to pop along the outside here. Oh, and then maybe we need to bring in some of these too. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, let's do one more pass, and then I think we'll be at our final spot. Hang with me, everybody. We're gonna make this look really nice. Okay, so we're gonna stick kind of to the outside here and not go so close to the path. I think this will just put this over the top, hopefully. It's creating a really beautiful path to walk down. This is also like a good trick if you really don't enjoy like detailing, like getting into it. You can always do like something like this. It'll still end up looking pretty good. Okay, and then we're gonna go in with our other tree and kind of fill in those spaces in between on the edges. Hopefully, this will end up looking nice. I think it will, though. Okay, last time, let's get down here. I think we've got a winner now. I think we've got a nice path now. Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah, how nice is that? Whatever's built around here, you're gonna feel like you're kind of in your own little space walking through this. I'm okay that the grass is kind of over the path. We can fix that though. We'll move it actually. I don't mind a little bit over the path, but we don't want it to be crazy over the path. A little bit here and there is not too bad. Okay. All right, we need to put a little restroom down in here. Let's do that. Well, we got a lot of grass over the path. You know, it's okay. We're going to leave it. We're going to leave it for now. Thank you, Bubble No Mercy. And thanks for hanging with me. Appreciate you both. Appreciate you both. Okay. Let's get our little restroom tucked into here. I think we're gonna move this back. Okay, let's do a little surface painter right here. Perfect. Let's move this little grass. Back. Oh, this is so cute. Okay. Again, let's go in and got our little water fountain here. Additional extra little bags for the dogs. And we already have a bench over here, so we just need to put little garbage and recycle here. And then I think we, like we've done on all the other ones, bring in a nice special tree there. Yeah, I think that works really nice. Yeah, I really like how this path turned out. This is great. This is great. Especially when you imagine whatever is built up around here, this is just gonna feel really nice. Yeah, okay. We're making progress here. Okay, now we're at the swimming hole. This was such a fun build. And I was so sad because a lot of it didn't make it on camera because of my recording error. It's nice to be able to show this off because a lot of this did not make it onto camera. But yeah, it was really fun to do this swimming hole. It's kind of our lifeguard area. So much seating. But I really wanted to do an overabundance of lawn chairs with umbrellas, because if anyone's ever been on vacation ever, and anyone at like this swimming hole, not a vacation beach, but gosh, how annoying is it when there's no chairs available for you to sit on? Exactly, Bobble, exactly. It's like the most boring chilled out live stream, but much needed in the chaos of the world. Yeah, I really liked how all this turned out. Was able to blend in the little playground, and I made a little dog park over here, and then the food trucks, and just really nice. And then of course just all the paths around the swimming hole. And then this is like where you can jump in the water from the cliff. But yeah, this was such a fun park to do. I really like how everything blended together. And then on the front side, bring in the little cafe, little farmer's market stand. That ended up being really cute. That was a fun one. Okay, so we've got our path coming in here. So what we're gonna need to do now is think about where we want to go. I think the thing, all right, we need to think about this. So if we come on this back side here, this makes sense. We can connect to there. And then there already is a connection between our transit park and this. So we don't have to worry about that. So theoretically, if we come back here and then we connect to our town square park and connect to this, this is already connected to this, and then we can just connect to our other park. So I think that works pretty well. I think that's what we go with. I think that's what we go with. Okay. All right, so yeah, it makes most sense off of this path right here to come over this corner here and then come into this way over here. And I think we do a paved path with trees just because, again, we are on a slope. We are on a hilly area. Yeah, I think that works. Maybe we do something different though. Maybe we go with this brick path, could be cool. Just give it a different look. And I think we come and connect right to here. Because here you can walk right into the park that way. Something like that. Yeah, I think that works pretty well. The thing I want to do here again is make sure we go ahead and upgrade this road. This should probably be an asymmetrical. Thinking ahead. Yeah. That's gonna make sense. Okay. And we bring this here. Oh, we should probably also upgrade the other side as well. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. And then I think what we do with this one is we don't do any flowers. Instead, we just really lean into green trees. I think that would be nice, have a bit of a different look for this one. So let's grab, I think I want to do... Yeah, I like this look here. Yeah, we do have these that match, and I do like leaning into that. Maybe we could also bring in a few, maybe one of the weeping willows as well. Could look really cool. You just, again, bringing in a different vibe in different areas of the Greenbelt just makes things really fun. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and I think then if we also... I don't know if this is gonna look good, but I'm thinking if we did, it's kind of not the style I'm looking for. Maybe we just stay with these and then also do some, maybe we do some bushes. Some, yeah, what if we did, I just wonder how this would look. We kind of leaned heavy into this. Oh yeah, I'm not opposed to that. Okay, let's do that. And then I think we bring in the bushes as well. I think that'll blend out nicely. We do that. And then grab these larger bushes. I think these will help fill in the gaps, blend things out a little bit, and it has that same. Oh yeah, I like this vibe. This is good, especially since like this path is leading, it's leading to the family fun park, but this is also a vineyard over here. So you can imagine something in the future with the vineyard. And then this vibe just fits in really well with that. So I think that's what we'll go with. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, the swimming hole really did turn out nice. That was such a fun thing to build. It's like a fancy swimming hole. Okay, so now that we have our pattern and that we know what we're doing, let's take out these trees here. And let's go ahead and start with this all the way along. How many clicks will it take? 200,000. Who knows? Yes, I could just use the line tool, but we're already here. This is happening. We're just doing it. Okay, then let's go for the bush. Hope you guys are enjoying this, or at least relaxing as much as I am. I'm really zenned out right now. It's actually very meditative. Again, not a very interesting live stream, but we're getting things done. We're making important connections for whoever will live in this area. And soothing my soul just to plant some trees. Nice, nice, nice. And then we need these. Yeah, I think this is gonna look really nice. This is a nice little collection here that goes together very well. And again, the whole, these kind of darker trees with this brick road, I think will lend well to this vineyard vibe that's already here that we can tap into at another point. Oh yeah. Oh, I like that a lot. That's very nice. That's very nice. Very, very nice. Alrighty, okay. Whew. Okay, now we've got to connect over to our town square park. So here's the thing, is already right here I have a bike path and a pedestrian path. I think it might be fun to mirror the bike path and the pedestrian path, but this is a bike road here, but it would be fun to have a bike path, but this is really hilly, so I do think that we do need to just stick with like a nice paved path, just because this is this very hilly area. So I think what we do is kind of stick with where the pedestrian path is here on this side and come into this side and then come out into this side. Hi, Anna. Hold on, guys, 1 second. I think Anna needs to go out, so I'll be back in a moment. Okay. All right. So yeah, I think we just go with the paved pedestrian path because this is very hilly. The question is, where do we come down from here? There is this path here, so we could come here and then follow this tree line down. Yeah, I think that could be good. That could be good. Okay, let's give ourselves a little crosswalk here. Let's grab this. Yeah, so we're gonna come. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. Okay, and then we can just come down the hill. Stick with the tree line here. Yeah, I think that's gonna work out really well, actually. Okay. And then we can follow the tree line to here, and then maybe we veer off that way. So follow the tree line to there, and then we start to curve. And come all the way down. Yeah, I think that works pretty well, actually. Not a fan of like these being so close together, but that's a future problem that I'm not going to worry about now. Yeah, this is nice. And then you're going up the hill. That's great. Okay. What tree do we want? Oh, first thing, part of the point of this stream is to check out the parks we've done so far. So the next park we did was the Family Fun Park. This is such a cool one. I really loved how much I was able to fit in to this area. And just the fact that like the whole park, like there's this pedestrian path that moves through the park, but also it was really fun to move it and be intentional with all these assets so that you could see that someone can walk through the park itself, through all the assets, like everything made sure to connect it that way so someone can walk through instead of staying on the main pedestrian area. Same with here. So that was really important to me, and I just was really happy with how everything turned out. And just also fun using assets that don't get used a lot, like the Unicorn Park and the Birthday Party Plaza. Just really all fit together so nice. I was really happy with how this turned out. Hi, Anna. You're back again already. So, yeah, I was really happy with that one. Okay, so let's pick a tree here. I think something big and fluffy would be nice to have. I was thinking there is this one, which I really like. Yeah. I think that's what we do here. Nice, big, fluffy tree. I think we're gonna leave that path just like that. In the future, we might add more to it, but we're already following the tree line here. So I think that works really nicely. So we don't really need to do much on this one. So our Town Square Park, again, another favorite. Gosh, I love all these parks. This was really fun because it was really fun to do. Yes, Anna, hello. Hi. It was really fun to do all the parking surrounding the park and the way that we were able to, and then do the pedestrian road. And it just like really feels good. I like this pattern a lot. And then we were able to pack in so much into a park, and the fact that it's like the town square of whatever town is built here, like it was really important that the park had a lot of amenities and activities and things. So I was really happy with what we were able to fit in there. And I especially love how we did all these little all the little flowers just kind of had that small town cute vibe to it as well. So yeah, I really was happy with how this turned out and how much we were able to pack into a small area. It's really good. So yeah, I was really happy with that park. I don't know if you guys can hear Anna. She is being ready for me to be off the computer. She's over here playing with her toy. Okay, so then the other park that we did, which isn't technically a park, but we went with it, was the transit park. I felt like it was really important, like looking at this area and thinking about future planning. Like this is where the train station came in, and then there's this whole entire area that needs to be served with public transit. So thinking and putting in our tram. Anna, Can you take that upstairs? She's like, no, I'm ready for you to be off the computer, Mom. Can you take your toy upstairs? Just a little bit longer, okay? She's so ready for me to be done. So anyways, it was really important for me to bring the tram in. So the tram track goes all the way around this, which is also great for our Greenbelt going through here, because this is going to create different connection points to have tram stops, which will be really important in the future. But yeah, not technically a park, but it's a transit park. Really important. And we were able to loop in the tram, and we've got the bus depot over here, some nice little service buildings, and we did make a cement park of it. Places to eat, places to sit. There's some nice trees. And then the other thing that we did that was important is that there's a little tunnel here hidden by all of these trees, and it connects over into the tunnel into our Greenbelt park that we built, which I really love. Gosh, this was really fun too. This just turned out so good. I wanted to do something with, like, what can you build next to a highway? Because no one wants to live right next to a highway, but we were able to pack in so much, and just using the trees, like, you don't feel like you're next to a highway. That turned out so nice. And a lot of this detailing was already here on the map, so far as in the middle there. So that just gave me inspiration for the rest of this park, the vibe. So that was really nice. So we are connected to here, quote unquote, through our Greenbelt. Even though it's a tunnel, you can't see it. It is connected. So we'll let that be the connection for now. In the future, might we connect a path through here? I could definitely see us doing that. That way someone could come through here and go across the water. I think that'll be really important. But Anna is clearly ready for me to be done on the computer. So we're going to finish this up now. So then here's our final park that we just did, which is our hiking trails. I loved this one too. This one turned out so nice. Really a beautiful place to come hike. This was really fun to do. Really, really fun. So I think what we do to connect this up, so we have this tunnel already. I think we utilize that tunnel, bring that up, and we do have the path here. So I almost think we just connect this way out. And this is pretty flat, so we can have a nice, we don't need to do we can just do a regular kind of nature path through here. The other thing we could do is we could connect this way and bring the path along the highway there. That is an option, maybe a good one too. Let's see. The first thing I want to do is bring in these barriers here. Like so. Yeah, maybe we connect right up into the park. Maybe Anna will say, it's midnight there? Well, I know No Mercy as a night owl. That's probably not even late for you, No Mercy. If it was late for me, I'd be asleep. For sure. Okay, I think what we do, I think we do a paved path to here, and then where the tree line is, we hook it into there, I think. Let's just do that. if we're gonna come from here to there, and then we switch to a paved path, if we just do this, we can bring some nice trees. And then what we can do is go underground. Like so. And you guys know, I'm not a huge fan of tunnels as a woman. Safety reasons, not great, but for the purpose of the game and for this area with the way this is, it does work pretty well. So we're gonna roll with it. Later down the line, might we build a bridge over? Sure, it's very possible. Okay, let's just get a nice line of trees along the back. And I want to make sure I'm having a tree that's not going over the highway. That's going to be really important. So we will do a nice selection, but we're going to stick on the smaller side of trees here. And then I think we go for this one here. But I really appreciate you guys hanging with me today. This was a long live stream of paths and trees. And I'm glad you guys seem to enjoy it. Definitely what I needed today, I'll tell you that. Sometimes this just can be very meditative and relaxing. And it's just nice to hang out with everyone as well. So I appreciate all of you. Okay, let's bring in just a few of these here. Okay, that's looking good. Do we also, yeah, let's work in a few of these as well. That's nice. That's very nice. Okay. So, technically, we are all connected. In the future, would I like to do an additional path to connect these two up? Yes, because I think that would actually be really nice. Could I see doing a bridge over here? Yes, but Anna is Anna-ing, and she is clearly ready to go out on a walk, so she's ready for Mom to be off at the computer. Well, there we go. That was like a nice little overview of the 10 parks that we have built so far in the 52 Parks project, and now we've got a nice Greenbelt connecting the entire thing. I mean, what an epic hike. I'd love to do that. That would be great. Fantastic. I really like that we did that. It was a fun way to look at the parks too. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you for everyone who stopped by today and said hi and hung out for as long as you did. I really appreciate all of you so much. Saturday, we've got new stuff for Cities Skylines 1. I haven't looked at it. I haven't peeked. We're going to experience it together Saturday morning. I'm so excited. I will be here with my hot cup of coffee, and we're going to see all the new things. I'm excited because potentially there's maybe some things that could be cool for this project for parks. But of course, we're going to be in Cider River on Saturday. So we'll play with it there. But yeah, thank you guys. I hope you all have a joyful day, and I'll catch you next time.